Welcome into the Island Sports Center. The leaves are changing. That means it's time once again for Colonials hockey here at 84 Lumber Arena. I'm Matt Geica, and very pleased to be joined by men's head coach Derek Schooley. Derek, just an amazing season, a breakthrough season for your program last year. You have the summer to think about it, to process it. How has the preseason been like, the practice, getting the guys back engaged for a new season?
Well, we're excited about the season. I think it's something that our guys have been looking forward to since the end of last season. And we opened up first day of school. We had our ring ceremony, which put a cap on last year's championship and really started focusing on this year. And I think it's important for us just to realize last year was last year, and this season's going to bring new challenges and new opportunities and new excitement. And be really ready to play come Lake Superior next weekend, and really believe that we've got a lot of depth on this hockey team, and it's a different dynamic. We've still got a lot of the same players back up front on defense and in goal, but we've got a lot of depth, and really excited about that.
You have a Hobie Baker candidate this year, and Cody Wido set the program record for goals in the season last year, and you also put the C on it for team captain this year. What went into that decision, and also why the team picked the assistant captains that they did?
Well, I think we've got a great group of seniors, guys who have been here 4 years, and obviously they were recognized as leaders of the hockey team. And you got Cody was an assistant captain last year, David Rigotti was an assistant captain last year, and they did a very good job riding the ship in the direction of the second half, so they had a lot of experience with that. And then you've got guys like Tyson Wilson, who have been captains previous. Scott Jacklin has been a captain previous, and they're just very highly respected in the locker room. Tyson's got an incredible work ethic, always comes in great shape, has battled through injuries, and like a professional would. Scott's highly respected in the locker room with his I guess he does a lot of extra things outside of the team that guys respect. He's very highly active in our community service with our team impact and different things like that. So these guys are respected, and these guys work hard, and they're going to be leaders, and we've got a strong group of leaders this year.
As you get closer to the regular season, of course, the polls come out. First of all, the Atlantic Hockey preseason coaches poll, and RMU picked to finish second in the standings. That would be the highest finish ever. It is the highest projected finish for your hockey team. And then also this week, the USCHO, USA Hockey Magazine, USA Today, all giving your Colonials votes. And so you remain, as I said, at that elevated stature that you reached last year. What does all that mean to you, and how do you maybe translate that into more success this season?
Well, it just means that you're picked on a piece of paper, and a piece of paper doesn't mean much in September. But it means that we finished last year well, and a lot of the polls and ballots and everything go off of what you did last year. And obviously we've got a lot returning, so they respect us, and it's nice that you've gotten respect in the polls and in the coaches poll and all that. But really that stuff goes out the window come Saturday when the season starts. And really, if you look at the last 4 champions in Atlantic hockey that went to the NCAA tournament, none of them were picked to win the league. So it really doesn't mean much when it comes to the end of the season, and it's more of just a lot of off of last season. So it's great that they respect what we did last season, but we don't look at that, and those aren't our goals. Nobody goes into a season and says they want to be picked the preseason favorite, and that's their goal. So you just really believe that you have to focus every day on getting better. You have to focus on the things that you can control, and you can't control what other people think of you. The only thing that you can control is us getting better every day and being prepared to play a 34-game schedule starting with Lake Superior, and making sure we're ready. And that's what this exhibition game is going to be able to do, is make sure that we're ready for Lake Superior in a week and a half.
Before we get into that exhibition game against Ryerson, this coach just told you about, one more thing about last year. The story was remarkable, just 2 wins at the midpoint of the season, and the team surges to get home ice in the first round of the AHA playoffs. You go on an incredible run there to make the NCAA tournament and win the Atlantic Hockey Association. What was maybe the one thing that your team was executing better? What was Colonials hockey late last season as everything really came together?
Well, I think it was just the guys buying in and never losing faith. And they showed a lot of faith and resolve, and competitive desire to continue. They could have quit, they could have hung it up, and when we were 2-12-2, we could have maybe got 4 or 5 more wins. But we went through the second half. We're 2-12-2 at Christmas and end up 19-18-5. So that's an incredible second half run, and it's really just a credit to their competitiveness, their desire, and their willingness to work and continue to believe. And I think you saw us play to our potential and realize that after a tough start. And it's not like we were all that bad when we were 2-12-2. We lost a lot of one-goal games, but losing wears on you. And our guys were able to flip the switch in 2014, and hopefully it continues in 2014 in October, and then again in 2015.
So coming up this Saturday at 84 Lumber Arena, 7 o'clock face-off against Ryerson University out of the Toronto area. I was looking around the league this week, and some teams are choosing to play the intra-squad scrimmages. However, you bring in a different opponent. What's the reasoning behind that, and what benefits can your team get from that type of an approach?
Well, NCAA rules allows us to play every player that's healthy, and it gets a chance to get guys in game action. And playing inter-squad scrimmages, our guys are sick of beating up on each other already, and through captain's practices and scrimmages and things like that. So I really believe that playing a new opponent will be good for us. Get a chance to work on some things, see what we need to improve on. We've been very limited in the ice time that we've able to have with our players, so it gives us a gauge of what we need to work on and prepare for Lake Superior, and just a chance to play against different players, and a chance to see what you can do and play in game situations and have real refs. And even though inter-squad scrimmages are nice, they still know that you're playing against your own player. You don't hit as hard, you don't block the shot, because it's really considered a kind of a practice game. This is a real game. Real referees, real penalties, real score, and a real chance to see where your team fits in.
RMU versus Ryerson this Saturday. We also have Media Day tomorrow here at the Hat Trick Club upstairs. We'll have coverage of that on rmucolonials.com, in addition to the rest of the regular season and into the postseason 2014-15 on the doorstep for RMU men's hockey. Coach, thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. We'll talk to you later.